Everyone falls in love with Gig Harbor. The boats, the small town cozy feel, even the views of Mount Rainier. But before you move here, there's a few things locals wish they had known first. I'm Sarah Husby with Infinity Real Estate, and after years of helping people relocate here, I've learned what surprises people most. Let's start with what everyone asks about, the rain. Yes, it rains a lot, but it's that soft, misty drizzle that makes everything so green. And it doesn't stop anyone from getting outdoors and doing their activities because, let's face it, we wouldn't get anything done. But it's not just about the rain around here. You should expect about 9 months of overcast. So if you're coming from California or Arizona and sun is where it's at for you, just know that you will get more overcast here in Washington. While it takes a little bit of time to get used to, you know that it contributes to fresh air, a great water supply, and an abundance of greenery all around. Oh, and just a little secret from me to you, umbrellas are for tourists. Now let's talk about traffic. Highway 16 runs right through Gig Harbor, and part of Highway 16 has the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. The Tacoma Narrows has 2 bridges, and there is a toll to go from Gig Harbor over to Tacoma. It costs $5 to cross. And if you're commuting, $5 a day, 52 weeks a year, you're going to be looking at about $1,300 to commute on that toll. Well, Tacoma Narrows Bridge is one of the highlights of crossing on Highway 16. One of the lowlights is the backup in traffic. Sometimes it's commuter traffic, other times it's because of accidents. Reality is, perspective changes everything. If you're coming from a big city, we might not really have a lot of traffic for you. But if you're coming from a rural town, you might think we do. In addition to traffic with Highway 16, it also produces a lot of noise. So as you're looking at homes along the Highway 16 corridor, just know that if you're in your backyard trying to entertain with your friends, you might be fighting over that noise. While there is quite a lot of noise along Highway 16 in the newer developments, the further out you move away from Highway 16, there's a lot less noise and a lot more peace and quiet. But that tranquility certainly comes at a price, not necessarily in home price, but in commute time. For example, if you're looking at more of the rural locations, like Fox Island, if you are across the Fox Island Bridge on the island and you commute to the nearest grocery store, factor about a 15-minute commute. If you live on the southeast corner end of Fox Island, expect another 15 minutes on top of that. So you're looking at 30 minutes to the grocery store and 30 minutes back. Gig Harbor's community has grown a lot over this last decade, which is exciting to see. With that growth, we've experienced some growing pains when it comes to traffic and infrastructure. Hence, the traffic and backup on Highway 16. One of the pros to that growth is the diversity we're beginning to have. One thing that I love about Gig Harbor is that it's balanced politically, economically, and generationally. We've got retirees, young families, and transplants from all over. Neighbors look out for each other, and people care more about values than political party lines. One of the surprises that people don't quite realize is the pace of our housing market. Gig Harbor is a micro-community, so it doesn't follow national or state trends. Because of its charm and waterfront views, it draws a lot of out-of-state buyers, but we are still limited on land. So what this means is, we might have a property go up on a Friday and be under contract by Monday. Or there could be a property that sits for a while because they're waiting on feasibility for a dock, or because it's high bank versus low bank waterfront and it doesn't have the same desirability. So you really need a local expert to help you navigate this market. And if you are interested, let me know and I'd be happy to help you. Another surprise for some people is the pace of life around here. We don't move as fast as the city, and we like that around here. You'll find locally owned shops instead of chains, community events instead of large concert venues, and neighbors who wave when you drive by. For many, the slower, friendlier rhythm is exactly what people are craving. Want to walk to cafes and farmers markets? You'll like downtown or even Finholm. Want peace and privacy with trees and water views? Kopachuk, Rosedale, or Key Peninsula might be your style. Gig Harbor gives you both, the vibrant community and the quiet retreat. You just have to decide which one you want most. So of course, there's some cons to living here, but ultimately, people love it. If you know of somebody who's lived in this area, I would encourage you to ask them their experience. I would imagine it would be pretty positive. If you're considering relocating, I would love to help you find the property that matches your favorite lifestyle. You can download my relocation guide below or reach out and let's make your move easy and not overwhelming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.